Oh, God knows this working. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's 8 o'clock on the Sunday after the live should have gone live. If that makes sense. Let's see who joins in tonight, if anybody does at all. God, my glasses are sore. Frog in the throat. Good evening, Cynthia. Well done. You beat everybody to it. Oh, Owen. I'm not, well, Owen, I'm not completely back to normal yet. Still finding problems in the mornings. I wake up with a very mushy sort of head. Still doing the exercises I have to do. But getting there slowly. It's nearly 3 weeks, which is really annoying. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Roy, Patrick, Andrew, and Tracy. So yeah, it's a slow process, unfortunately, which I'm not used to these things hanging around so long. I've had it before. It lasted about 4 days. Now it's nearly 3 weeks. And until I completely get rid of the giddiness, especially when I'm doing the exercises, I'm not venturing out too much. Well, I am going out and about, but no long walks for sure. That is for sure. So yeah, I'm getting there slowly. So yeah, I didn't know whether I was going to do a live tonight or not. I should have done one last week, but I really wasn't feeling it at all last week. So I just thought I'd give it a go tonight. I don't know if I'm going to do an hour. I'll just see how I feel. And as long as I don't spin my head round too quick, I might be all right. Because if I twisted my head too quick to the left, I can tell you now, I would be laying on that thing behind me, waiting for the room to stop spinning. It's been awful. Good evening, Steve. Good evening, Ian. Take the stick. Ian, I don't know which one to choose from. I've got so many. Do I take the one you bought me for my birthday? Do I take my shepherd's crook that my children bought me for my 70th birthday? And I've got all my normal ones as well. Dave's Walks and Music Tasty Records. Hiya, Kevin. It's Dave Baker. Good evening, Dave. How you doing, mate? Haven't heard from you for a very long time. Take them all, Ian says. Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm not an octopus, believe it or not. But even if I had all those limbs, I still wouldn't have enough to carry all the sticks I've got. Alison, good evening. Hello. Ian, as you know, I wouldn't take out the shepherd's crook anyway, because I would be so frightened of breaking it. You know, because my children put a hell of a lot of thought into buying me that shepherd's crook, because it's made out of sweet chestnut, as you know, and of course that's what my dad and my grandfather and great grandfather worked in, cutting sweet chestnut for all the fencing and posts and things like that. So yeah, it's a lovely, lovely thing, and I will at some point hang it on a wall, and it won't be hanging around here. Andrew saying, I saw myself on a local news yesterday following a protest. I took part in this. Oh, right, okay. Cynthia has obviously put a message up there. It's obviously very, well, I don't know what to say, but she's taking it down anyway. It wouldn't be a negative comment, that's for sure. I've got a bit of a sore throat tonight. I haven't got a bloody cold coming. But I have got my tipple with me. Your beautiful shepherd's stick needs to go on a wall. It will be much. I think you're right, actually, Ian. I do agree with you. Lynn, getting there. I'm getting there slowly. Good evening, Claire. I've just got a few things to mention a little bit later. I'll wait for a few more people to get in. Look, let me show you my cup. A little dirt never hurts. This was a present, actually, from Cynthia and her husband, if I remember rightly. Oh, dear. Mother gave me a cold for one. Hang on. Mother gave me a cold for once that I am attempting to shake off. Sometimes they just hang on all the time. We've had a nasty cold and cough. There's been so many people coming down with this colds and flu. Good evening, Roy. I've already said good evening, Roy. I don't know. And I personally know people that have had this cold, and it's been so intense that they've actually ended up in bed for about 2 weeks, which is really not great, is it? You know, there's my daughter, as some of you may know, she works as a member of the support staff at the MRC school in Midhurst, and she was telling me just before the Christmas break there were 6 different viruses going around the school. COVID was one, and the flu and the cold, and oh yeah, all sorts of things. Lynn's saying hi, Roy. Love the Snowdrop video and the bell ringing. Been catching up with yours. I think from what I understand, we've got a budding artist in the chat tonight. I don't know who that might be. I've seen what's the word? Plethora. I think the word is a plethora. No, not Andrew Norris. Very good paintings, I have to say. Good evening, Ron. Good to see you're slowly getting. Yeah, thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's just you know, dragging on so long for me. It's just awful. But there's a couple in the chat, and I must thank you. Yeah, Lynn says she's a little bit addicted. Yeah, it's going to be a toss-up between taking Kai out for a walk or taking the paintings. But what I can see happening is Lynn will be taking Kai out for a walk with an easel and a paint. So she'll have Kai on a long lead with a stake in the ground while Kai runs round and Lynn's doing her painting. You see that coming. Can you do a one of Kevin, but not orange like mine? No. Yeah. To be honest, I did ask somebody that's part of the group. Good evening, Jackie. Somebody that's part of the group, the Kevin's Rambles group, if he would be prepared to do 2 or 3 drawings for me, but he hasn't said he wouldn't. He said he would have a look. I'm not going to say who it is. It's not Andrew Norris or anybody like that. But I think his drawing skills are not what they used to be. So I think he might be. But I would like to. I know one of my nieces, Joanna, as we know as Jojo. She is absolutely amazing at drawing animal heads, dog heads, cats, dogs. She's absolutely brilliant. I can't tell you how good they are. They're so lifelike. If I try to draw anything like that, it would be an utter dribble, chuck it in the bin. That'd be. Claire's saying, yes, the one with the flowers is very good. She's a talented person, is Lynn. Gosh, you also can't. Thank you. I think Lynn said on a Facebook, was it yesterday? You'll all get fed up with posting her paintings, and I said artwork ? I think that's what I put anyway. What? I haven't seen any. It just flashed into the screen. I've only been painting for 2 weeks. Well, just think what you're going to be like in 2 months. You'll be going out looking for like a pond with a reflection in it of leaves. Wonder if that's been done yet. Gonna keep practicing. Of course, you've got to, Lynn. It's practice makes perfect. I've been doing my YouTube channel now for 6 years. I'm still practicing. I'm still not anywhere near perfect, and I'm not ever likely to be. I just muddle through the best I can. That's all there is to it. So, but hey, I've got loads and loads of ideas for walks, not around here. I've been chatting to Kevin is a good painter. Painter and decorator, yes. Artist, no. I've been having a chat with cousin Sue this evening, in fact, and we are going to, depending on when I can get up to see Sue, she's got to be a little bit mindful of the situation she's got up there at the moment. But we are going to go back and revisit 1 or 2 places that we've been to before and where I didn't make a video. In fact, I would have liked to have tried to got 3 done in one day, but in fact, I think there's 5 in that area. But so, hello, Elaine. Yes, Kevin, it has been done, and it's hanging up on. Oh, blimey! I knew somebody would have done that. Sorry, Lynn. A bit of luck there. But there are 1 or 2 other places that I've discovered via YouTube recently, and we are going to be looking at doing some of those as well. I do follow some people on YouTube, and very, very successful, 13,800 subscribers. They get thousands of views on each video. But for me, the annoying thing with that is they do not use a description and they do not use hashtags. They very rarely tell you where they are and what they're seeing. It's just a little bit of a muddle through. But I do wish they would tell people where they're going. Even Rog. Have I missed anybody, by the way? I think I've caught up with everybody, haven't I? If I have missed anybody, I really apologise. Good evening, Michael. So yeah, so as I say, it's just a little bit frustrating when they don't give you any details about where they are, how they've got to certain places. So, but through a bit of detective work, by yours truly, I have actually found out where 1 or 2 of these places are, and they are in a particular area that Sue and I are going back to. Michael, I can't imagine you've got any sins to wash away. So yes, that's the plan anyway. That's what we're looking at doing, and I look forward to that very much. Although I wouldn't want to be doing some of the things we'd like to do with the walks in this weather that we've got at the moment. It would, well, one particular place, it would not be very pleasant, I can tell you. So yeah, hopefully I will get up there sometime in the not too distant future, but I'll look forward to that. Yes, you would be right. Okay. Did you see Jean's walk yesterday? Oh my, she did. I know. Some of that. There was a picture of her with I think her cap on and a big. She's a very keen walker. She just goes out in any weather virtually. But good on her, because I know she was having a few difficulties with a little bit of her confidence. But it's great to see that she's getting out about anyway. But Bernie saying greetings everyone. We won't be contributing much tonight. Had some sobering news a short while ago. Very sorry to hear that. Very sorry to hear that. Jean is a very hardy lass. You're not kidding. So yeah. Anyway, let me just very quickly, while we've got get in there. Thank you, Bernie. Yeah, get in there. As I say, those who are in the chat that have been messaging me on a very regular basis to keep a check on how I am, much appreciated. And to get your messages, it was a bit of a tonic, I have to say, just to help me through. Steve and Cynthia, they weren't interested at all. But those who are there know who you are, and I really appreciate it. Kevin's around, Rob. Yeah, as I say, I'm not sure if I'm doing a full hour tonight, but we'll see how it goes. Let me just very quickly mention the walks. As you know, or hopefully you all know, Cynthia has posted up a full list of the walks that we have definitely got planned and booked in. There's going to be, as you know, 2 park walks, one of which is in Crawley, and then there's going to be one, and I can't remember the name of it, do forgive me. Lynn's got a park walk around her area that we're going to do. The venues have not been, as far as I'm aware, Cynthia will correct me, or Steve will, the venues have not been announced where they are yet. So they're being put on for those that can't do some of the walks that will be coming up, that are going to be a lot tougher. One in particular, most likely Hankley Common. It's going to be really, I'd have thought, for more hardy walkers. There are going to be some fairly steep hills, and it's a sandy walk as well. So the park walks are for those that can't walk sort of 4 or 5 miles, 6 miles. But they're going to be park walks with interest on all of them. One in particular has got a lovely cafe on it. It's got a bit of a nature park on it. You have to pay to get into that. So you can, if people want to, they can do the walk. They can pay to go into to see the reptiles and things like that. So it's not just a dead flat walk with no interest whatsoever. There is interest there. So I want to make emphasise a point on that. Where is it? It's in Crawley, Lynn. That one's in Crawley. As far as I'm aware, dead flat walk round the park. So yeah, it should be a good one. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, as far as I know, Lynn, we will check with Angela, because this is one that Angela has suggested for us. I think it's important that we try and do something in Angela's. Yeah, but the park I think is separate, Lynn. I think it's a separate area. But I'll try and find out the full details. What's everybody saying? Bernie, let me just quickly go back. I'm okay. My great uncle passed away today, aged 92. But he was last at the Ballabon in the Three Oaks. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Bernie. Very sorry, my friend. So I'll check that all out, Lynn. But I think it's important that we do something in Angela's area, because she travels miles to come to the walks. You know, even up in North Surrey, she's been up there. So I think it's important we do something. Yeah, absolutely, Lynn. Yeah, we've got to try and be a little bit more inclusive that way. We're down in the New Forest, so that's down Andrew and Tracy's way. But did I see Andrew Norris, by the way? Oh yes, you did. Hello, Andrew. Thanks for joining in. Rob saying, try travelling as far as me, folks. Yeah, we'd probably need a bus to bring everybody up to your place, Rob. Unfortunately, yours might be just a little bit out of the way. But the weekend, the second bank holiday weekend of May, I know there's still a long time to go, but Steve and I are the only ones that have booked to go up there at the moment. Steve did tell me that when he was trying to book, he had a hell of a job to find somewhere for that weekend. Luckily, he did. He loves sorting those sort of things out. But there is another walk being planned, and that is going to be led by Cynthia and Ian, and it's going to be in the Petersfield area. And there is 2 options of the walk for a walk there. Now, at some point, and I can't remember the date that I think Cynthia has asked Ian about, is I think in early March. Yeah, I think it's early March. We're going to do a recce of the walk, the entirety of the walk. So I think Cynthia, Steve, myself, Ian, and possibly Jeremy will be going on that to do a recce. So there's 2 options for the walk: a longer walk and a shorter walk. And of course, Elaine knows Petersfield very well. So Cynthia's, let me catch up with some of these comments. Michael's saying you would all probably get robbed by the Reivers. I'm assuming you're talking about up Cumbria way. Bernie's saying staying or straying. Yeah, boy, probably both. I would have missed the show otherwise. Oh, right, okay. Yes, Kevin, right, okay. Yeah, well, I must admit, I'm a little bit nervous about heading north of Watford or Nottinghamshire or Derbyshire. I suppose it's getting a bit closer, isn't it? Oh, dear. Yeah, when I get to the Peak District, when I go up to Sue's place, what's the matter with my hair tonight? I had my hair cut the other day. It's all gone funny since I had it cut. Anyway, Ian says Cynthia knows. What, she knows the date that we're doing the recce on. So I thought she told me earlier on she didn't know the date. Because she phoned me up earlier on to check on me, to see what I was doing and see how I was feeling. The best time for anybody to check on me is the afternoons, because I feel all right. Was it a Turkish haircut? It was a. Oh, hang on. Are they? I can't remember. What's the name of the hairdressers I go to, or the barbers I go to? Oh, it's called the Istanbul. It's the Istanbul barbers. I didn't have the hot towels this time, which I normally do, because that would have meant being lent right back on the chair you sit in, and that would have then sent me. Claire's saying, did a fade away? Did a fade, Kevin? Yeah, faded somewhere. Yeah, so I wouldn't have been able to cope with that, because if I'm in bed and I lay back on my back with my head on a pillow flat, I start getting a little bit giddy. So I want to try and avoid that. Likewise, I've got a dental appointment coming up, and my dentist Sam loves laying you right back. So I might have to cancel that, because I just don't want to be laying back in a dentist chair and then suddenly everything spins. But yeah, Rob's saying, did you get the Tony Curtis, Kevin? Well, if I knew what a Tony Curtis was, no or yes. Did you have a fake? I don't know what you call it. The guy that cut my hair this time, pardon me, had cut my hair for the first time. Now, I think a couple of them come from Iraq or that way, Turkey or somewhere. So there's me going in there, assuming this young lad couldn't speak English, but the other guy could, and he's cut my hair several times. So I said, look, he'll explain. Look at that. So he tells this guy in their language what to cut my hair, and so he's cutting away, with the scissors and everything else, and the next thing he says, have you got anything planned for the rest of today? I went, Oh, you can speak English. So, oh dear, it was quite funny, but a nice lad, nice lad. Yeah. Um, I never tip them. I just shake their hand as I'm going out the door. Hello, look, it was Michael White. After a Turkish haircut, you need a rug to cover the damage. Yeah, yeah. Actually, the guys that cut at the place I go to in Hazelmere, they are brilliant. They are really good. I just have, my hair's just a bit of a mess. I've been lolling about on the sofa. So yeah, but they do are great guys. But I love having the hot towels and the stuff they rub on your face and sort of eucalyptusy stuff when they put hot towels on. That's really nice. The one thing I won't let them do, the nose. Oh no, I've seen several blokes having that done, and the tears that roll down their face afterwards is Anyway, I've got to catch up with. Hang on, let me catch up here. Cynthia's saying 2nd of March. Ian's saying, Kevin, I can bring my hedge cut. Yeah, short back of the ears. Thank you. Andrew's saying a skin fade is what I think Claire is referring to. What the hell is a skin fade? Never heard of it. God, the terminologies these young people have got. It's a haircut, and that's it. Claire's saying yes, yes. So a skin fade, whatever that is. Cynthia says, Cynthia, it's in the diary. Cynthia, put it in the diary. Rob's saying, been a while since anything for the weekend, sir. Yeah. I think, Rob, do you go to a Turkish barber? You have the hot towels and everything, I think. Cynthia said, excellent. I thought the expression was, would you like anything for the weekend? Yeah, something like that. What did I say? So, do you have a nasal ears trimmer yourself? Claire, I do actually, and it's often being used because I hate seeing nasal hair and ear hair. Horrible. Full Monty is well, right. Okay. Rob has the full Monty. Good on you, mate. I bet that brings tears to your eyes. Lynn saying, yeah. Mine, when I have mine done, my hair cut, washed, cut, beard done, shaved, hot towels, 30 quid. And I think that is really good. Well, Lynn, you don't have to blow dry this. You just walk outside, a gust of wind comes along and it's dry, isn't it? Yeah, that's why I won't have it done, Rob. Absolutely. God, blimey. Ron's saying, what do the hot towels do? They open up the pores on your face. You don't look any different. Thanks. It is, if you've never had a Turkish thing and they do the beard, they're really good. What I don't like is when they get the new blade out for the cutthroats, and they're doing around the throat. You think, oh, my Adam's apple. What was that Barber, the program that? Good evening, Mark. Hello, mate. The one that used to cut people's throats when they were supposed to be having a haircut. Anyway, Sweeney Todd. Thank you, Rob. Thank you. That's the one. That's when I get that out. That gets a bit nervy. I have to. They're coming towards me. I'm sort of, and I'm sort of clenching something. If you know what I mean. It's clenched very tight. I can tell it. Oh. Lindsay, lovely to see Wendy today and her new pup. Who's that then? Wendy? Monsieur English? I go to the barbers in Fareham. That is still traditional. It's still traditional. Means you only pay 17 quid. No beard to shave. Well, see, that's the difference. You see, it just have an haircut. Steve saying, Mark, Mr. English has launched a new channel for those that don't know. I can't remember the title of it. Mark will tell us, I'm sure. Mark was saying, I cut my own. No, I end up looking like a 60-year-old punk rocker. Oh dear. Rob's saying, are they full English? Claire said he made pies, didn't he? Did he? Don't know. One of his pies. Kevin, don't have a Brazilian. No, don't worry about that. I think that's what Rob was having when he said about having a full Monty, wasn't it? Hair, not hell, yeah. Lynn said, Wendy is Mark's friend. Oh, Wendy. Sorry, yes, that Wendy. Yes, yeah, I saw that as well. I downloaded it as an audio to listen to tonight. Don't forget the like button, folks. Kevin loves the likes. Oh, yeah. 25, look. I've just noticed 25, and I've only got 11 likes. So I want to see that on an equal parity. Oh, that's a big word. Is that right? Parity? It's gone up by one. There you are. Mark's put the link on for his new channel. I shaved my own head there. What I've got left. Yeah. Mrs. Lovett made the pies. Did she? Simon, good evening, sir. Done it when I came on. Well, you're very kind. Lynn saying just like 14, look, it's 23 still viewing. Has it gone down by 2? Mr. Murphy saying, is it me or has there been a spike in the amount of Turkish barbers? There's two in Midhurst. They are everywhere, absolutely everywhere. Andrew saying, I switched accounts so I can give 2 likes. Andrew, you are so kind, my friend. So kind. Actually, think about it, Mr. Nice. I need to contact Kim to find out how she's going with the organising of the July walk. I look forward to that. I've now got her phone number and she's got mine, so we can contact each other via thingy. What's that? I couldn't think what it was called. These Turkish barbers are a front for money laundering. Well, there's one in Midhurst that definitely is, and it doesn't only launder money either. There's something else goes out of it. What on earth could that be? It relates to the things I've got on my allotment that Ian gave Cynthia and I in a load of manure. I'll let you think of that. Simon says there's a few new Turkish barbers near me in barbers near me in Gosport, and they are very good, generally speaking. Simon, I have been to the big one at the bottom of the high street when they first opened, but when I tried the one in Hazelmere, I was so taken with the owner up there and the guys that work there. I still go there. You know, I have to travel 9 miles to go to them. I could travel a mile to this one down here, but they are very, very good. So I will be loyal to those. Alison said there's a Turkish barber where I live in East Grinstead. Yes, I think they're probably all owned by the same person. In Hazelmere, actually, there's 2 Turkish in what they call Shottermill, which is slightly separate from, although it's all linked, Shottermill to Hazelmere. There's, I think, 2 in the main town of Hazelmere. Then there's 2 at Way Hill at Shottermill, and the two Turkish barbers in Way Hill have got one shop between them, so which is a bit crazy, really. But yeah, it's just they're springing up everywhere. The small one in Midhurst, so you very rarely see people in there, so they might struggle a bit. my barber is an Aussie. He trains sheep. Shearing sheep. Does he sit you upside down as well? That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Cut your hair upside down. Oh dear. Well, it's going all right at the moment. I've not killed over and gone all giddy. Claire's saying there is one barber in Saltdean and not Turkish. Okay, I'll have a word with the guys in Hazelmere and suggest that they head to Saltdean and set one up down there. And the phone shops, nails, bars, and yeah, they're everywhere. Yeah, we've got one nail bar at least in Midhurst that I'm aware of. But yeah, in fact, my daughter used to go to the one in Midhurst to have these nails things put on. And she was then advised to go to a lady in Petworth. And when the lady saw my daughter's nails and what the Chinese people had done to her nails, she was horrified. And this lady now uses only natural products. My daughter hasn't got any fake nails, which the girls like. She's got just her own nails. The lady works on them really, really carefully, and my daughter has now got beautiful natural nails. But as I say, she was horrified to see what the Chinese people had done to my daughter's nails when she got these things off. Claire's saying one of my neighbours is Turkish. And Simon's saying not far from the post office in Brockhurst Road. Excuse me. Andrew's saying Claire Leach, give it time. Claire, you just give it time. Yeah, absolutely. And Kerry's got some Turkish delight for her birthday. And I think I saw just now, Claire, it's Kerry's birthday. And am I right in thinking she's 20 now? I can't believe she's 20, because I think when I first came down to you in Saltdean to help you out, was she about 13 or 14 at the time? Something like that, I think. Andrew's saying natural is best care. Absolutely. I went to see my daughter yesterday. Bless her, because my daughter's got terrible problems with her neck and shoulder at the moment. And she's now been advised by her GP to reduce her hours at work. She's been referred to Chichester Hospital for some. It's a sort of next level up from physio. So yeah, so I saw her yesterday. She was explaining to me about her nails, and she showed me, and they are really, really lovely, and they've got quite thick, very strong, and she's absolutely thrilled to bits with them. Claire's saying yes, she's 20. Dave's saying I remember only the barber shop in Midhurst. What's that say? Dinst live. Lived there since 1980, where I love Midhurst. I'm now in Petworth. Oh right, okay. The shop in Midhurst. Oh, I blame that autocorrect. Oh dear. Jackie's saying one of my neighbours is Turkish. Is a Turkish, the farm down the road. That's it's great because they really do sort of, but they only employ their own people, which is fine. Everybody needs a job. Yeah, you said I should turn off autocorrect. So yeah, but they certainly the barbers I go to, they tend to just employ their own nationality. Claire said, I think she may have been 15 or perhaps 14. Yeah, I think that's about right. But yeah, I think so. So, blimey, we've known each other nearly 10 years, 10 years, Claire. Good grief. Where has that time gone? And in 2 weeks' time, 3 weeks' time, My grandson will be 13. Oh my goodness me. Rob Croser saying Midhurst Rants always makes me laugh. What on earth are you doing on Midhurst Rants? Even I'm not on it, and I live in Midhurst. It's just, oh dear, oh dear. Andrew Murphy saying, in my personal opinion, nail bars, barbers, etc., need to be licensed by the local authorities to ensure that they are above board and legitimate. No, but yeah, you could say that, I suppose. Yeah. Actually, I'm just my brain's going all over. Cynthia, please, if you're there, because I haven't seen any comments from you for about half an hour. Have I remembered everything about the walks? I know you and I discussed it this afternoon about talking about the walks, but have I remembered everything about the walks? There may be, and I think I'll be hopefully okay in saying this without getting a rap across the knuckles from Steve and Cynthia. There may be a walk which we are going, yes, I think you have, that we're going to slot in possibly mid-month-ish. Because we're still waiting to hear from Mark about a walk. And I have asked him to look at doing a walk more his way. Because again, Mark has travelled to a lot of the walks. So to do something up the North Downs area would be quite good, I think, and fair, of course. So I'm trying to accommodate as many people as I can with the areas that we go to. And Miss Andrew saying to Andrew, absolutely, as all business should be. Lynn saying, can I just say, Andrew's latest video is something else, truly amazing. If you haven't seen it, you should. Such a brilliant production. I loved it and watched it twice. We do want to fit in. Yes, we do. Exactly. That is not the one I was thinking of, but you're quite right. And I can't see any reason why, if people are interested, that we slot a mid-month walk in. I don't think that would hurt at all. Andrew said, yeah, I'm all for the North Downs if I am in the country. Yeah, excellent, Andrew, excellent. So many coffee shops in Saltdean and Rotherham. Well, Costa's gone. Alison's saying, whereabouts in Crawley is the walk you mentioned, Kevin? Do you know what? The name of the park. The only way I can do Angela described it as the jewel in the crown of Crawley. So I don't know, unless Cynthia's got the name of it, that would be brilliant if she has. Claire's saying Tilgate. That could be right, actually. I think you could be right. It could be that one, Alison. Oh, hello, Dean. Great to see you looking well, Kevin, from me and Fiona Brady. Thank you very much, Dean. Yeah, I'm getting there, mate, but very, very slow. Still having problems in the mornings, but get to sort of mid-afternoonish, everything settles down, and I'm okay. Just like now, I'm okay. But I have got to do another set of exercises before I go to bed. So, yeah. Andrew's saying, are you taking walk bookings for 2026 yet? Not even considered it. Rob Cross is saying, your daughter added me on to Midhurst Rants a few years ago. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, Clay said Tilgate, yeah, absolutely right. Ian McKagan said, yes, please, Bognor Regis will be a good one. It will, absolutely. Steve's saying Tilgate, thank you. Cynthia's saying Tilgate, so yeah, so Alison, that's where it is. It's going to be Tilgate Park, I'm assuming it's called. Andrew Norris is saying, thanks, then after my exhibition opening on Monday, I shall publish my film more wide. I have not had a notification about a new video from Andrew. So this is something I need to look into. Because I'm not getting notifications from several people. And in the past, I've mentioned to Richard Suggett that I've gone on to look at one of his videos. It's asking me to subscribe when I've already subscribed. So for some reason, this may be happening more often than I think. Where are we? Yeah. Dave's saying Tilgate, there is a Smith and Weston there too. Is there? I'd like a Smith and Weston. I've been there, the one in Chichester a couple of times. Lynn's saying good luck with it. Yeah, good luck, Andrew, with your my brain's gone dead again. At the gallery, your exhibition. Yeah, Andrew always works hard, doesn't he? He's great. Do you have to pay for the car park at Tilgate? Again, Alison, I don't know about that, but I can find out from Angela. Claire's saying, been there many times as a child and adult, meaning Tilgate. Well, with a bit of luck, Claire, if you're not working, perhaps you might be able to join us on that one. Oh, Claire's saying, yes, you do pay for it. I've just seen that. I don't know how much it is. We could find out. We could look online for the car park prices. I'm guessing, you know. Good evening, John. You're late. Yes, you are late. Slap wrist. It wasn't announced, to be honest, that I was going to do a live tonight because I didn't really know myself until probably an hour and a half ago. So Andrew's saying that's because I wanted to publish my video after the exhibition opens on Monday, but I miscalculated the upload date, so I have not published notices. Okay, all right, okay, that's fair enough. Andrew, I hope it goes well, and it all is a huge success, and you sell lots and lots of paintings. Excuse me, sore throat, as I said earlier. So yeah, that's good. Look, I am going to get it. I'm going to take it to the hour, and then I will call that it for tonight. Earlier on, I was only thinking about doing half an hour, but there's 20. Well, just a minute ago when I looked up, it said 27. But 3 people are fed up with me already. Thank you. John said, anyway, please, you're feeling bad. Yeah, get in there, John. Get in there. Yeah, it's I've got to admit, I do admire people that thank you, Lynn. I just wish I could get rid of it completely. So I'm 100% all the time. It's just the mornings really, they get me down a bit in the mornings. I get a little bit of giddiness when I do start my exercises, but it's your head feels mushy is the only way I can describe it, if that makes sense to anybody. As if you've got a head cold, and it's like that every morning. I just can't shake it. Jackie said, have to say goodnight. Hope you continue. Thank you, Jackie. You take care of yourself. Keep doing. Yes, I'm going to, Lynn. My GP did say to me, do the exercises for 2 weeks, but it won't actually be 2 weeks this Tuesday that I saw him. So, but he gave me these tablets to take, but I can only take them if I've got continuous giddiness and stuff like that. And he's looking at the medication I'm on, and he said, now Kevin, he said, your own GP clearly has spoken to you about medication and stuff like that. He said, never ever take medication with anything other than a cup of tea or water or anything like that. He said, never ever take them with alcohol. He said, because alcohol can reduce the effectiveness of the tablet you're taking. So I heed that warning. So yeah. Andrew's saying, thank you, Alison. Kind of you to say, yeah. Claire's saying, I think one of my clients took those pills. Yeah, possibly. You have to, the weird ones, I've never. Rob's saying, you need a tincture. Yeah, I need a something or other. I'm not sure if it's thing. The weird thing about these tablets, you don't swallow them, you tuck them up between your cheek and your gum, and you just let it sit there. And they're tiny little things. So I did take one because I was, this was the first week that the doctor gave them to me. So I thought, right, I won't have my breakfast. I won't have a cup of tea. So I'm sitting downstairs, and there's this. You still feel this thing just here, and I'm thinking. I looked at my watch. Thought 20 minutes. A little bit later on, 45 minutes. I'm thinking, how much longer? So I thought, sod this. I'm having my breakfast, and it just stayed there. It was just under an hour, I suppose, but it does say it can take up to 2 hours to dissolve. But I have to say, didn't do anything for me. So yeah, but he only gave me 8, so I can't take many of them. And I haven't taken one since because it didn't do me any good. So, but anyway, we'll see. It'll get there in the end. It's just as you get older. Yeah, thanks, John. Has it been announced yet, John, if they've got a new manager? Because I think he's going to be on his way out now. Oh, dear. I did the exercises for 3 weeks, Kevin. Yeah, I remember you saying, Ron. Yeah, well, I'm going to keep doing them, certainly for another week at least. And I just hope it settles. I'm sure it will. I'm sure. Ian said, I hope this business goes soon. Keep taking the... I'm not taking anything. And keep them on you if you're out. Well, if I could, I would, but I haven't, and I'm not. Haven't heard, says John. No. Lynn said, I'm going to say toodle pip now. Good night, everyone. Take care, Kevin, and take it easy. Thank you very much, Lynn. I appreciate your messages. Really do. So yeah, some very kind people out there, very kind people. I really appreciate it. As I said earlier, Steve and Cynthia, nothing, not a thing. Rob says, I've always said you need to take the tablets, Kevin. Yeah. Yeah, Rob, I think I do, mate. It's yeah, oh, my fingers. Yeah. For arthritis, that was. I didn't know the Northerners went to the gym. Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. That's why Rob's like this. He's look like that. He's like that. He's from up there, isn't he? That's not quite a Cumbrian accent, but there you go. Andrew's saying, night, Lynn, and thanks for reminding me that our glorious leader was live tonight. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm feeling quite important now. Glorious. A glorious leader. Hey, put me on that perch and knock me down. Good evening, Mike Reader. With 7 minutes to go, Mike, you join in. Now, you're going to have to remind me, Mike, have you joined in before? Because I have to say, I don't recognise your name, but you probably have been, and I just ignored you. Rob said, yep, I have a home gym, Ian McKagan. And I bet you're out there, when you're out, it's home gym with those Cumbrian rocks, isn't it? You're out there. I can imagine you, Rob, with an iron bar in your back garden with a couple of lumps of Cumbrian rock on the end of a bar. I shouldn't do that. Hang on, I've got another drink here. This might help. Oh dear. Well, clearly other people know, Mike. Dean saying, sounds a good price, Kevin. I only just trust one person with a cutthroat. My brother Grover, yeah. But I think it is for what they do. Absolutely. Rob juggles sheep to build up his biceps. Rob saying, how did you know, Kevin? Well, it wouldn't be Blackpool Rock, more like Kendall with Creek. Yeah. Yeah. I launched the drone and I flew it up over your back garden, Rob. I could see you out there. Bench pressing. At least I think that's what they call it, bench pressing. Back in the day, I used to bench press a couple of cotton reels. Claire's saying the coffee shop that was Costa is now another coffee shop in Rotterdam, Kevin, called Atlas. Oh, blimey, we're talking about Mr. Crocer again, Mr. Atlas. I think when I came down there last, how long's it been there, Claire? I think the last time I came down there to see you, I don't think there was anything in the shop, unless I just missed it as I whizzed past on that little narrow street. Tracy's saying I'm off too. Lovely broadcast, Kevin. So glad you're better. Good night, everyone. Good night, Tracy. Thank you very much for joining in tonight. T-minus 5 minutes and counting, folks. One has got to go and sit on the edge of that bed in there, not this one, and do one's exercises. I hate doing them. So boring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get the whatever. Go to the left first, and then count to 30. Up, right, count to 30. Late that side. You do that 5 times each side. Claire said no, it was not Atlas at that time. It was empty. Yeah, I thought it was. Michael said I used to walk around Atlas. Where am I now? Oh dear. John's asking, can't we watch? Well, I'm sure you can. Oh dear. But if you was it one of those Atlases that's spun round on a frame? How long would that take you to walk around that one then? Tracy, you're as regular as clockwork. Syrup of figs? Well, perhaps Tracy's got something on the oven cooking. She's got to have something to eat, a supper or something. Could be something on television at 9 o'clock that she's got to get ready for. That's what my ex-missus used to do. Everything was timed by a TV programme being on. Whether it be Home and Away, Neighbours, Coronation Street, EastEnders. What's the one up in the Yorkshire Dales? Not Only Fools and Horses. Oh, God, I can't remember it. Rob Koser. Yeah, then she puts it on Facebook. I couldn't eat at early 9 p.m. You couldn't eat at near. Oh, couldn't. Oh, sorry, you couldn't eat. No, absolutely right. Absolutely right. Emmerdale. No, not Emmerdale. The one that had Compo and Clegg in it. Oh yes, Emmerdale. She used to watch that one as well. The other one was a comedy thing, which was all right. Did it have what was the one that used to beat old Compo on the head? Last of the Summer Wines. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah. That was okay. Look, everybody's remembered it now. Look. Yes, Nora Batty. That's the one. Blimey. You're a bit late, Cynthia. Christ, everybody else is already coming with it. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, that was the very first lot of characters that played the parts. I did quite enjoy them, but then they started changing them. Obviously, I know perhaps one or two of them passed away or whatever, and they brought other people in. Mark English saying the world's most unfunniest sitcom, and I didn't really enjoy it after the original cast started leaving or whatever they did. So definitely not a Railway Children. Claire said, I like Thora Hird in it. Yes, she was quite good. Was she? Hang on, Thora Hird. Yes, I know. Yeah. She was the mother to that. They used to go out in the old little Austin car, Austin A30 or whatever it was. John saying George Roper died recently. Did he? Oh, that's a shame. Andrew said, and Andrew, you wouldn't even remember the first Railway Children. You're way too young. Dean Cooper's saying, Bill Owen, yeah, he's gone, and he. Then didn't his son come into it after a while, which didn't seem to fit. I don't think, anyway. Alison said, I don't eat after 10 p.m. till 12 midday. I'm losing weight by fasting. Now, you're talking the right language there for Mr. English, Alison, because he's a faster. Daddy, my daddy. Yes, that's the one. Yes, Mr. English, he does a lot of the fasting. Andrew's saying, I have watched Man About the House and George and Mildred from what my mum had on TV. Oh, okay. The Thora Heard put newspapers on the floor to things. Oh, blimey. Oh, look, I've run over time. Anyway, but look, I am very, very sorry. There's still 23 of you there. I do have to not cut it short. I've done my hour. I must get these exercises done before I go to bed. So, folks, look, thank you very much for joining me tonight. It was last minute decision to come on, and I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate all your comments. Look, take care, stay safe, and wherever you are, keep warm, most of all. But thanks very much, everybody. Good night, and thank you very much. Good night. Bye-bye.